You know what? I know a thing or two about music. I don't know if you've watched any of my videos about music, but I know a thing. You know, I have a melodica. It goes like. You hear that? You know what that is? That's the sound of success, all right? So basically what I'm trying to say is there was a lot of albums that came out in 2020, and I didn't get a chance to review all of the ones I listened to, so this is a good opportunity for me to put them in a big old list that's colorful so you dum-dums that don't have the time to read my complex and intricate reviews can understand what I'm talking about. You can pick up what I'm putting down. Okay, well, if you don't know how tier lists work, S is best, F is worse. Basically, anything that ends up in C tier is just complete middle ground. It's just all right. Anything above that is great. Anything below that is bad. So, without further crap, let's just get on with this. 100 Gex Remix album. You know, I ended up coming back for a few of the tracks here, but not the whole project. So, definitely middle of the road. Working Men's Club, also pretty middle of the road. Yeah, there's a couple tracks on there that I really loved, but the whole record, not a love. Creeper, Sex, Death, and the Infinite Void. I absolutely despise this entire record. I can't believe how bad this is. This is one of the worst things I've heard all year. Tame Impala, Slow Rush, another middle of the road. No, not D. Come on, you're good. I think Posthumous Forgiveness is one of the best songs Kevin's ever wrote, but still, at the same time, I think just the pacing of his albums, they just drag on forever. He does not know how to start or end a song. Against All Logic, that's going up in B tier easily. Really, really groovy, really fun, really wonderful album. Otekra, on the other end, did not enjoy your record. Actually, I'm going to put that down in E, if I'm being quite frank. I still don't understand why people listen to you guys. Ariana Grande, Positions, another completely middle of the road. It's like, wow, I've decided to sing about sex, the thing people have been singing about since the early 1900s. Wow. Avalanches of People Always Love You. I'll say it's B tier. I don't think it's super high B tier, though. Really coming from the guys that made Since I Left You. Chloe Halle, I don't get it. I have no idea why you guys have been creaming your jeans over this album all year. I don't understand. It's good. I don't think it's great, though. The Chicks with Gaslighter, also pretty middle of the road. Title track on there is amazing. Rest of the album, just all right. Moses Sumney with Grey. I want to put this in D. I don't get it. D for I don't get it. There's a couple of people that just released all white albums this year. If this is the Chris Stapleton record and this is the Matmos record, that means this must be the Childish Gambino project that came out and sucked. You can't even tell I put it there because the background's white. Here, let me friggin'. There we go. Now you can tell where things are. There you go. It's perfect. Now the Otekra album looks like it's friggin' blended in with the background. Ichiko Alba, Windswept at Dawn. I'll be completely honest, I did not love it as much as other people did. When this thing was getting like 4.2 on Rate Your Music for the top of 2020 for like 3 weeks straight, I was scared because I listened to it over and over again. And I like Ichiko's older work a lot more than this, personally. I like Zero or QP a lot better, but you cannot deny that this woman is incapable of writing music that is not gorgeous. So definitely give that a try if you like some pretty acoustic balladry. Yeah, you're Oliver something. Yeah, I don't fucking remember. This was Wacky Random Humor album. I didn't care for it too much. Alien Boy is a good song, but we all know that at this point. Bring Me the Horizon. This EP actually slapped pretty hard. I was really impressed. 6ix9ine Tattletales. I'm actually not even going to give you the gratitude of being on this list. Lil Uzi Vert, Eternal Ataki. Totally average. Have no idea why you were up in like everyone's top 10 from all these different music publications this year. What are you guys smoking that I am not? AG Cook 7G, the more I think about it, the more I realize I'm never going to listen to it again. Some good singles in there, not much else. Gorilla Song Machine, easily wonderful project. If you're a fan of Gorillaz, you're going to like it. If you're a fan of music, you're probably going to like it because the variety of musical influences on this thing is off the friggin' chain. It's just fantastic alt pop. A Hero's Death, totally average. Title track's good, not too much else amazing about it. I literally do not remember anything about this Fall of Troy album. I listened to it twice, and I don't remember anything. So I think that goes in E tier, personally. Special interest, passion of, cool industrial ideas, not particularly catchy. It was kind of cool, though. Chiron Irsay. I really like the production on this, but it just dragged on so often. It's a shame, because I think the writing and production are fantastic. Invalid, on the other hand, I came back to a couple times despite being a 2-hour plus album. I was really impressed with this for how dark and disgusting this is. Fantastic black metal. Life, Demo 3. I'm tempted to put it in S tier, but it is still a demo, so we'll put it in A tier. I think this is fantastic, combining elements of emo and black gaze. I haven't heard something this cathartic in a long minute. That's all. That's where I'll leave that. Let's put these two Salt albums together, and we'll put them in C together, because these are two albums that critics praised all year, and they were like on the top. I think it was like the number one. Both of these were in the top 5 albums for albumoftheyear.org all year. And I just was waiting for them to click, and they never did. I tried like 3 or 4 times for both of them. No, I don't get it. I'm sorry. There's nothing special here for me. Proto-Martyr, Ultimate Success Today. Yeah, you're going, I think, you can go high beats here. Really great post-punk, really disgusting and heavy and like smoke coming out of a tailpipe vocals, and a lot of great lyrics about how we as people are being crushed by the powers that be. So, I'm not going to pass up on that. DJ Sabrina. I think you can go. I'm gonna put you above the Avalanches, just because I know you love Since I Left You so much. Yeah, this was great. Maybe overstayed its welcome a little bit with that 3-hour runtime, but there's a lot of excellent music here. I think if you trim the fat for your next record, you could have a classic on your hands, because I think the opening track here is the best Plunderphonic song I have heard since I Left You. So. Yeah, keep up the great work. Alphaville. I'll put it above Invalid, because there's a lot of variety here. This good thrash metal. It takes a lot for me to say that good thrash metal exists. So I'm impressed. Speaking of metal that I don't care for, this Neptunian Maximalism record, it was all right. Amnesia Scanner, I liked you at first. On repeat listenings, I didn't care for you too much. I'm sorry. You're weird, and you're a strange little duck, and I like ya. But I don't know if your gusto is gonna stay preserved for very long. That was a big tangent that I didn't intend on going on. Sewer Slut, Draining Love Story. I came back to this a lot more than I thought I would. Like, for just a D&B record. I can't say you're A tier, but I will put you as high, and I'll say you're a B+. Glaive with Cypress Grove, this EP, straight excellent. Love his hyperpop direction. Astrid is, without a doubt, one of my top songs of the year. Definitely check this out if you like Charlie XCX or Sophie or maybe Blade. I don't like Blade, but if you like that style, you'll like Glaive. So, Dwellers of the Deep. I think I have the same issue with this as I do Chiron Irse, where the production and songwriting is great, but the sonic palette is not super original, and the songs go on forever. So I'll put you high C tier. You get a C plus because I do like you better than the Chiron Irse record. Damn, dude, I was so conflicted with Disco 4 because there are some of the best tracks Health has made in years on here. And then on the same front, there's complete mediocrity. So, same with Dwellers of the Deep. I'll put you C+, but that's the best I can give you. A.A. Williams record, pretty lukewarm on this. There's one track I do recommend checking out, that's Dirt. It's very cinematic, very wide in scope. Really appreciate that, of course, but most of this is pretty generic singer-songwriter balladry with strings, though. So, Alfredo, get your beautiful ass up there in the A tier. Yeah, there's no denying that Freddie Gibbs is one of the best rappers out there right now, especially over these luscious, expensive, these thick, smoky break room beats. Yeah, it's fucking great. Flaming Lips, American Head. A lot of people like this. I didn't. I know that MGMT's Congratulations is not the most original psych rock record out there, but there were like so many tracks on here that just made me want to go back and listen to that rather than listen to whatever the Flaming Lips were coming up with here. So, MGMT Congratulations, check that out. I feel the same way about this Open Mike Eagle album. I just wanted to listen to like Mac Miller after listening to this for whatever reason. And I do appreciate the personal stories that Mike tells on this, but there wasn't anything sticky about this album to me. I did not want to come back to it. It was a solid listen, but nothing that drew me back. Ghost Main, I still like your production, but I cannot stand your voice, writing, or lyrics. Jesus Christ. What is your problem, you cringe lord? Speaking of cringe, this new UZ record, there's one solid track on here, and everything else is really cringy. You fell from grace, my friend. I am sorry. Especially after that Layers LP. That was so good compared to this. What the hell happened? Nouveau La Oscura, just alright. Really insane metalcore, but just not really. It's kind of directionless. Mr. Guy, you made a written testimony. People waited years for it, and it was totally average. Yeah, I like half of this. This is just a Jay-Z album in disguise anyway, and a mediocre one at that. Bauer with Planets Mad. I'm amazed how much I came back to this. Like, I'll put this not above AAL, but I'll put it above the Avalanches. This bangs ridiculously hard for being what is essentially Bauer playing with an 808 for 40 minutes. Ghosts 5 and 6, Together in Locusts. I'll say it again, high C tier, but not much else. They still... Trent, you gotta find some way to make these progress and hit a little harder. I don't think these live up to the Ghost's name, per se. J-Hus Big Conspiracy. I was surprised with how much I liked this. I'll put this in low B tier, honestly. As far as UK rap goes, this is like Alfredo. It's in that same vein of expensive luxury rap where you can just tell that somebody is wearing like 3 watches while they're walking into the studio. Blackpink, you're completely average. How You Like That is an undeniable slapper, but it's K-pop. What do you want? It's like it comes off a fucking factory line. Blue in Exile. Miles. Damn, this might be S tier. Yeah, it's S tier. It's such fantastic rap music. There's just this demands to be played on a record player. So I I can't think of anything bad to say about Miles by Blue in Exile. So that's what you should go listen to. If you like rap music, of course. Manger on McNichols. It's like still in that same vein of dusty, laid-back hip-hop. I think it lacked a certain energy or flair that something like a Freddie Gibbs or a Benny the Butcher would bring. Oh, speaking of Benny the Butcher, you can go in C+. I just praised Benny, and now I'm going to put him in, like, better than the Health record. But, yeah, this one just wasn't catchy enough to warrant returning to, or the hooks were just not good on most of the tracks. Rapping's fine, as always, and the beats, I think, could have been a little more varied. I felt the palette was a little dry on this one. Speaking of dry, geez, this Pop Smoke record. I wish I could say I liked you, because I know a lot of people cared about your style. I thought there was a couple tracks on there, like 4-4 Bulldog, and, of course, Dior, that real speaker knockers, but I just don't think as a full project this stands on its own at all. Of course, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put Zerwi up in, like, mid-B tier. Yeah, better than the Avalanches. Billy Cobb, keep doing whatever the hell it is that you're doing, because this was excellent. Best Weezer album since Zerwi 1. Caribou, I'll put this, that's about where it goes. This Suddenly record, there's a couple really good tracks on here, actually. You know what, I'll put this up in B tier now that I think about it. I didn't go back to it very much, but I know off the top of my head there's like 4 or 5 songs on here that I really enjoyed, so that's like half an album, which should mean that it goes in C tier, but realistically, I don't give much thought to how this stuff's done, so we're just gonna keep moving. Lady Gaga, Chromatica. How are the interludes the best part of your album and almost everything else is forgettable? Yeah, that's a D tier if I ever heard it. At least it wasn't unpleasant. Code Orange, on the other hand. You know, I liked this on first listen and just did not care for it on repeat listenings. You and You Alone and Swallowing the Rabbit Hole, enjoyable. Most of this other stuff, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a big fan of alt metal vocals, but see, I say that, and then I'm gonna get around to the Deftones album from this year, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, almost A tier, but not really. Thundercat, it is what it is. Same issue as with Code Orange, funny enough, just that there's a couple of fantastic songs on there, and then a bunch of not fantastic songs that are just complete filler. It's fine, though. I look forward to what you do next, big boy. Dalai Lama. Who asked for this? Dance Gavin Dance. Who asked for this? Drake. Who asked for this? Car seat headrest, making a door less open. I'm not going to put you in F, but I'm going to put you in D, because I really don't want to hear you go in this direction anymore. Damn, what a turnaround, going from Teens of Denial to the re-recording of Twin Fantasy to this. This was such a dud. God, I didn't like the songwriting. I didn't like the electronic incorporation that much. Martin was the only real saving grace on this whole project. It's a shame. Carly Rae Jepsen, Dedicated. Yeah, you can get up there in low B tier. Really good pop album. Definitely go listen to Carly if you don't listen to Carly. She's a fantastic pop artist, and you shouldn't have stopped listening to her at once Call Me Maybe was off the radio. You Philistine! Denzel Curry, Unlocked. Yeah, that's gonna be a high B tier from me, buddy. Yeah, you're better than Sewer Slut. Come on, it's Denzel and Kenny just making fire back to back. I don't know why this is classified as an LP. It's like, I think it's not even 20 minutes, like 18, isn't it? Yeah, still 7 songs of straight fire, so I can't fight that. Destroyer, Have We Met? I hope we don't meet again if this is the style you're gonna keep doing, because god damn it. I hate the recording quality on this whole record, and then the songwriting is just okay. But oh, your voice bothers me to no end. Big Sean, Detroit 2, totally average. The best part of the entire album is Dave Chappelle talking about Danny Brown. So there's that. Vergangenheitsbewältigung. Yeah, I'd rather listen to that than Freddie, actually. This is a fantastic EP from the one and only Slaus and Malone. Really switching up the style with live orchestration from his last really sample-based album. Highly recommend checking this out. Super melancholic alternative R&B. Give it a shot. AC/DC. See, you don't really deserve to be an F tier, but I'm going to put you in F tier anyway, just because that gives me some satisfaction. And I'm sure it'll give others satisfaction as well. Tricot with 10. I'd say that's a low B tier. Really good and noisy Japanese indie rock. I'll take that any day. Rico Nasty. Sorry. It was average. iPhone bangs, though. Would I rather listen to the League of Legends virtual band than most other albums that came out this year? You bet your bucket. Dua Lipa's Future Nostalgia. What a surprise. Yeah, I'll put this up here. This was a fantastic synth pop album. I think there's only like 1 or 2 tracks that were not that great. Of course, the songs that are good don't really hit that like blow your mind level, but the consistency is undeniable. Duma. I'll put you in D, honestly, because I do want to hear more from you, though. I'm intrigued with your direction. Your music is very formless to the point where I don't feel like it has too much direction or idea as to what exactly you want to achieve with this. Jason Molina's posthumous record, totally alright. Miss you, big guy. Porridge Radio's Every Bad. I remember that one song where they just say, "Thank you for making me happy" for like a full minute on the outro. That's about it. It's fine songwriting. Declan McKenna's Zeros, on the other hand, geez, I still don't see why people really like Declan McKenna, honestly. Brazil's alright and catchy, but this kid's voice, man, it's like you're running a rubber duck through a fucking meat grinder. Oh my god, Fake It Flowers. I can't even put you that high, honestly, but what a surprise from Biba Doobie, especially after that. Yeah, that's about where it goes. I went into this with such low expectations because goddamn, you made that one TikTok song remix that I hate so much, but yeah, this Fake It Flowers, fantastic indie rock album. Definitely check this out. The production on this is definitely expensive, but I'm impressed either way. Chris Stapleton, Starting Over. I won't say I loved you, but as far as country goes, I was impressed. So you can go there with your 4-leaf clover. Featuring Young Thug. Way too long, actually. It sucks because there's actually some solid material on here as far as pop rap goes, but then it's just like, why are there 5-minute songs on here? Why is this like an hour and a half? I don't care. Fiona Apple, Fetch the Bolt Cutters. The one that broke the music reviewing world. It's fine. I think I'd honestly rather listen to Charmed, though. Yeah, that's about a good place to put it. It's a good album. I just don't really feel like listening to it all that much again. Flower of Devotion, another pretty average indie rock record. About the same way I feel about Porridge Radio's album. From King to a God, though. More dusty ass crust beats. I'll put this above Proto Martyr, honestly. This was fantastic, and it came out of nowhere. I don't know. I just didn't. From this album cover, I didn't expect Conway to come through with an album like this. Future Teenage Cave Artist grew on me a little bit, but I can't say it was better than Benny the Butcher. Yeah, that's about where I'd put it. You're weird, but I like you. George Clinton, Nick Hexum. Yeah, it's a C tier. The Mountain Goats getting into knives. Really, really gross. It's fine though. You'll make a pretty one next time. This is usually how it goes, right? Good one, bad one with these guys. Bill Callahan's Gold record. The more I listen to it, the less I like it. I liked it on the first listen, but I guess that's just how acoustic singer-songwriter albums go. You get less impressed as you listen to them. Mac Miller Circles. No fight in that one. That's that's the highest B tier I can give. Really great. We miss you, Mac. There's nothing more I can say that hasn't been said already. Haim. I don't get it, dude. I don't like your drums, honestly. Juliana Barwick, Healing is a Miracle. I will always listen to you, Juliana, with your beautiful, atmospheric, layered harmonies. Heaven to a Tortured Mind. There's a couple bangers on here. I don't think Kerosene's all that good, though. You guys keep freaking out about that. Clowncore, on the other hand. That's going above all of this. Yeah, that's about where it goes. I don't know why it's so good, man. Lewis Cole, keep doing your thing, if that is you under there. Anna von Holzwolf, All Things Fly. I'd say that goes low B tier. Really mesmerizing organ drone. On the other hand, who is usually mesmerizing, but was not with this album, Liturgy, Origin of the Alimonies. I don't know what you were going for, honestly, but I respect it still. Totally average Action Bronson record again. I don't know when you're going to get yourself out of C tier, but you'll do it someday. Joji. The definition of mediocre music for me. Fleet Foxes, sure. Yeah, that can go. Just about here, yeah. Solid record from Fleet Foxes, definitely not bad. Probably their weakest out of their entire discography, though. I want to see... it was really the electronic drums that killed it for me. God damn, those sounded terrible. It's fine, though. The writing's still beautiful. Deftones, Ohms, low B tier. Takes a lot to get me to like alt metal. You guys sure did it with some balance. Idols, Ultramono, hate to say it, that was average. You guys gotta switch it up. Besides like War and Model Village, this was not, I was not impressed. Sufjan Stevens, The Ascension. Speaking of being not impressed, I really enjoyed this when it came out, but goddamn did this like fall off the more I listened to it. Oh well, at least we have a line where Sufjan Stevens says he shits his pants now. Sev Deliza, Shabrang. I think that's going in A tier, honestly. We need more trip hop. Please make trip hop music industry. I miss it. Mouth Dreams, shameless A tier. Don't even care. OCs, you go in C tier. It's in your name. You're the OCs. You will never not make C tier records as long as you continue to pump out 3 a year. Low, They Let It In, It Took Everything. I'd say that's high C tier. Yeah, it's better than Disco 4. Good metalcore. I don't know really what else to say about it. I don't think there was all that much special about it, though. I really like the track, I don't remember. It was really shoegazy, though. Poppy, I disagree. This is how you make metal fun and original again. I'll put this, it's not better than KDA, honestly. I would still rather listen to the League of Legends Virtual Band. Bad metalcore example is this Igor record, though. Just God. That's all they would want me to say, probably. Hum with Inlet. Yeah. Actually, no, I really disliked this, actually. I can't say I hated it that much, though, so I guess it'll go down here. Just a really bland and boring take on shoegaze, especially coming from guys that made, like, fucking Stars. What a great song. Kelly Lee Owens. That's gonna go, like, up here. Yeah, still don't know why you started that record with a Radiohead cover without any vocals, but it's fine. The rest of the album's amazing. Justin Bieber, I'm not... Descendants of Cain. it was all right. Still, like, much in the same way that I did this Benny the Butcher album, there just wasn't all that much too sticky about this. An enjoyable listen, doubtless, but just not that much to chew on repeat listens. Katy Perry's Smile. Nah. Kesha. Nah. I don't know. There's something not that enticing to me anymore about the early 2010s style of electropop that we had going on, and people going back to revisit it. I think you're trying to get the nostalgia points a little too early. King Gizzard's album, pretty average, just kind of revisiting old stuff instead of moving forward as they usually do. TK Maidza, get up in S tier. Wow, what an EP. I think really after Kids See Ghost with the whole 7-song LP thing, people realized that that's exactly what they need to keep doing. And goddamn, this TK Maidza album is like there is not a moment of filler on here. It is just punch after punch after punch of gorgeous, aggressive hip hop and R&B. Juice WRLD, goddamn, I'm sorry. This just no. It's a posthumous album. What do you want from me? You're not going to get better than... well, I guess the Mac Miller posthumous album was really good, but that's because people cared. No offense. Leon LaHavas. Really, really beautiful R&B. I've come to like this a lot more since my initial listening impressions. Especially that cover of Weird Fishes. Holy shit, that is almost better than the original. Might actually be. And Mine with Limbo. You know, I'll put that low B tier, honestly. I was impressed with this. It's really enjoyable just for being fun, dumb rap. Speaking of dumb rap, you tried, and this was not as cringy as the other ones. It's still a Logic album. Call me biased. See if I care. I'm making a tier list. Magic OPN. I actually really didn't like this either. Daniel, what the hell? Especially the Weather Channel. Why is the most memorable thing about this album the line where someone's rapping over an ambient beat saying the lines, "She after the cashew, I'm trying to get the nut," something like that. I don't care anymore. King Cruel, Man Alive, it's one of the best albums. It's probably his best album, actually. It's so good. Yeah, I think this encapsulates everything he's tried to do over the years, from whether it's like the best elements of The Ooze or the best elements of 6 Feet Beneath the Moon. This is going like here, actually. I've come to love this a lot. Emma Ruth Rundle, totally average, yeah. Dogleg Melee, holy shit, what an emo revival. See, because I've been waiting for so long. And I know it's kind of been there, but this is dumb. This album is dumb as shit. It just goes head on, throws you head first into the foam pit that is the fuzzy guitars and the shredding distortion and the pummeling drums. The mix on this album, holy shit, these drums all sound like machine guns. It is awesome. I know I said something about catharsis in relation to the Life EP down here, but this kept me going through quarantine all year. Just amazing emo album. I say that, and then I'm going to put the microphones above everything else here. Come on, it's one 44-minute song using just the same chords over and over again, evolving on them in different ways. Phil telling his entire life story over this as the lead singer of the Microphones, from like when he was a kid to finding meaning in the Microphones early in his life. I think people who already like the Microphones are kind of going to be predisposed to enjoy this album, obviously, but even then, I think like just listening to his story as somebody who isn't a fan, you can understand this grasping at straws that is trying to find meaning in life. Yeah. Plus, there's the part at like I don't know, 26 minutes in, where he just like starts layering accordion and guitar picking, and it's a mess of drone, but it is probably one of the prettiest things I've ever heard recorded. It's absolutely stunning. I still get chills. I've listened to it like 40 times. Grimes with Misanthropocene. I still don't really know how to pronounce that, but yeah, really average. Delete Forever, fantastic. My Name is Dark is all right. 4 a.m. is great. Most else, not super memorable from this album, honestly. Marilyn Manson released an album this year. 070 Shake. This is all right. I definitely think she needs a little more direction next time, though, because I really couldn't tell if she was going in an electro pop or an alternative R&B direction. I think I just need more to chew on, honestly. I felt like I listened to this once and heard everything that there was to offer. Same thing with this Mordecai record from Krugeben. Yeah, it's a shame. These are both like all three of these albums are come from very talented artists, but I feel like they just haven't been putting their best foot forward with them. Eminem, on the other hand, continues to bitch about how people don't like him, even though he continues to chart #1 everywhere. So I don't care. I don't care, Marshall. Rap about something fucking interesting. These two Nicholas Jar albums from this year, I guess I'll put these high Caesar. They're better than Ghosts. They're very interesting to listen to, very texturally dense, but just, you know, it's ambient music, and you're only going to really return to it if it makes you feel something. And so while I think these are interesting, I don't think I got much catharsis out of them. Speaking of catharsis, right then and there, Jeff Rosenstock's No Dream. What a skate punk album. Goddamn, just from the first track alone, that it's like 50 seconds of just pummeling the listener with these messages of anti-capitalism and how the modern condition is terrible because we allow capitalism to just beat us over the head. And then the final track got so personal. What a record, Jeff. What a record. Definitely your best one ever. Boris with No You. Yeah, I'll put that like above Zerwi, but not above Fake It Flowers. Yeah, really great sludge metal. Again, just like these two records, just pummeling production. Really beats the shit out of you for listening to it. And the dissonance, the writing is just... They're putting the sludge in sludge metal with this one. Earth Eater, Phoenix, flames are due upon my skin. Yeah, that's about where you go. I really like this. I think there's a little bit too much downtime in the record, though. Songs like Below the Clavicle or Volcano are mesmerizing art pop tracks, but there's a little too much filler. And please learn how to make an album cover. Like, this is enticing, but it's not representative of the music. That's my criticism of your artwork. Phoebe Bridgers' Punisher. Yeah, I can't fight it. When I listened to it the first time, it really didn't grab me all that much, but I have very much come around to it. I'd say it's it's about here. I need to put this higher, actually, because I keep coming back to it. Pine Grove's Marigold. You know, I keep having discussions with my friend about this because he's a massive Pine Grove fan, but I still don't really understand what makes Pine Grove amazing to the fans, but I cannot deny that they are good songwriters and they make enjoyable music. I just think they need some sort of edge to really convince me to love their music. So I like you, but I don't love you yet. A Whole Lot of Red. We're just going to put it in C tier and we're not going to talk about it. Baby Pluto. Not very interesting. Polo G the Goat, also not very interesting. Washed Out Purple Noon. Yeah, I didn't like this either. How are we getting all these bad albums back to back? I was especially disappointed with the Washed Out album. I was hoping you were finally going to get your ass back on track, but no. Of course you didn't. God, your songwriting keeps getting worse and worse. I swear. Purple Moonlight Pages. What is it better than? Yeah, that's about where it goes for me. Yeah, R.A.P. Ferreira, a.k.a. Milo, came through with a really textured rap album, actually. The beats on this are super fucking weird. But his rapping is as nonchalant and laid back as ever. And his writing is still hilarious and enjoyable. I remember my friend that I was talking about earlier about Pine Grove. Yeah, he said like this sounded like Macklemore if he was good in terms of style, and yeah, I kind of agree. If Macklemore had more experimental production, of course. Everything's Reanimator. I liked it better than your last record, boys, but I think you still got some progress to make. I'll put you there. There's a couple good tracks on here. Still not hitting those Get to Heaven levels though. Kate NV, Room for the Moon. What did I say about this in my initial review? If there was a set playing at a music festival, I'd go listen to it, but otherwise, not really. Yeah, that's still how I feel about it. Bob Dylan, Rough and Rowdy Ways. Geriatric old man mumbles about JFK for 13 minutes. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I think you're kind of beating a dead horse with your style at this point. RTJ4. I don't think you're quite A tier, but I'll put you... Yeah, you go above Kelly Lee Owens. Yeah, RTJ, continue to be consistent. Kind of boundary pushing, honestly, especially with that last track for the Firing Squad. I wish you didn't have that stupid outro on it, but it's fine. Savage Mode 2. I really strongly dislike that, especially like the Morgan Freeman fucking interludes. Yeah, no, I really didn't like Savage Mode 2. Especially, like, I never liked 21 Savage's voice, but why does he sound even sleepier than usual on this? Rina Sawayama, on the other hand, coming through with one of the best pop albums of the year, no doubt. Perfume Genius, Set My Fire on the Heart Immediately. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. A couple great tracks. Still not much I'd return to, honestly. I'm sorry, buddy. Keep going, though. Maybe just a little less filler. Speaking of filler, Andy Schaaf's Neon Skyline. It's nothing but filler. D tier. Arm & Hammer, Shrines. I don't really know what differentiates this from this when they're both just like really slow paced and dusty rap styles, but I don't know. I think this one's lacking a certain energy or flair. Shy Girl, Alias. Yeah, this can go like... Yeah, I'd rather listen to that than Fleet Foxes, honestly. Good EP. Really interesting. I don't even know what... It's not quite hyper pop, but it's getting there. Laura Marling, Song for Our Daughter. God damn, I came back to this album a lot this year. Yeah, let me just rearrange the S tier real quick. Yeah, that's about how I'd arrange it. Actually, I put Dogleg up here just because this helped me so much through the year. Yeah, Song for Our Daughter is one of the most beautiful folk records I heard all year. It's... I've got no words. I've got no words other than you should probably listen to this. It's gorgeous singer-songwriter / folk music. Was this the deluxe edition of Song Machine, I guess? Yeah, that can go in A tier as well. I don't know why I put that in there, but all right. It's whatever. What else do we need here? Soul Glow, Songs to Yeet at the Sun. I don't know if I can say this is A tier, but I'll put it... I wouldn't rather listen to... I'd rather listen to this than than League of Legends Virtual Band. There you go. That's your praisal from me. Songs, Adrian Lenker. It's beautiful. I love it. I can't fight some really well written indie folk. What do you want me to do about it? Square Pusher, Be Up a Hello. I really enjoyed this actually, especially songs like Hits on You or yeah, they're so fun. I can't fight really fun and happy drill and bass. It's just too much fun. Ulcerate, stare into death and be still. Okay, well, I feel like there's some sort of joke there to be made about how the album is like dead and doesn't move very much and is pretty mediocre, but it's whatever. Bully's Sugar Egg, this actually grew on me quite a bit. It's still really one-dimensional, but I don't know, the writing grew on me, I guess. The palette needs to be diversified next time. Okay, Taylor Swift, Folklore, first of all, I'm not going to put you in A tier, but I will put you above Bauer. Yeah, that's about where you go. I'm still incredibly impressed with how solid this is, but I'll put it up to the Nationals helping you out, or the National rather. I can't remember his name. Evermore was pretty average though, just more of the same. But it's B-sides, so what do you want? Texas Sun. Leon Bridges, I love your voice. Don't stop writing music. Oh, the Prison Phone album. It's terrible, actually. I appreciate the concept, but boys, like, I don't know what you want me to do. Tiana Taylor. Yeah, just totally average. Like, you're the second person to call your album the album this year. Do you think you're important? Owen, the Avalanche, really average. Kinsella, I like your voice, I really do. I think you're the best when you're with American football, though. I think we've all agreed on that at this point. Matmos, the Consuming Flame. I still feel the way I did with my initial review. I can't say you're better than average because I really do not think that this is an enjoyable listening experience. That being said, I love the concept here, and I want people to continue to experiment like this because this is proof of concept, right? This is not a super enjoyable listen. It's just really, really ambitious. And I think it achieved what it wanted to do, and I just don't like the result. So, C tier. Matmos, keep up the crazy work. The Great Dismal with nothing, or vice versa, whatever, D. It's boring. 1975. What a terrible album. Holy shit, I cannot believe I listened to that twice. The Killers, Imploding the Mirage, kind of impressed me. And I'll put you right here. This was a nice surprise to have a not terrible album come out of a band that's still going at this rate after being in the limelight for so long. I have words. The Weeknd, After Hours. I'd say that's low B tier. I was impressed with it. I want The Weeknd to continue in this original direction, or maybe switch up styles again for the next album. Who knows? This Place Sucks Ass EP, kind of average, honestly, especially following up Morbid Stuff. Rot and 180 AM are pretty good, but outside of that, I'd say the pacing was a little off. Charlie XCX with How I'm Feeling Now. What a pop album. Holy shit, no bad songs. No bad songs on a pop album made entirely in quarantine, about quarantine. How does she do it? I don't know. I actually don't remember the title of this, but I remember enjoying it, so I'll put it in B tier. It was really short. It had the Nails fucking power violence going on, so... Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Hell yeah. Still can't believe Clipping's coming through with these amazing experimental rap projects, especially where David is such a prominent figure in mainstream media now. Redbone. Waxahachie. I enjoyed you. I enjoy you less on repeat listenings, but I enjoyed you. Good alternative country. Mike with Way to the World. I still really enjoy this. I realize that experimental rap is kind of all converging towards just being lo-fi granulizer samples, but it's okay. HMLTD with West of Eden. I wouldn't say that's better than a C+. I guess I'd put it here. There's some interesting ideas on here, but I wouldn't say everything stuck the landing. Dominic Fike. Don't. Go back to what you were doing with your demos, please. I fucking beg you. Wow, Jesse Ware. I can't believe it took us this long to get here because you made the best album of the year. You are the only thing that I think is perfect. What?
Like how do you make this?
That's all I got. How do you make this? How do you make something this dense and luscious and delicious to listen to? It's exquisite from front to back. There is no moments on here that let up this consistency of beautiful, beautiful synth pop. It's like watching a bridal dress be made, right? It's so intricate and delicate, yet it comes together so naturally. I think anyone that likes music will like Jessie Ware's What's Your Pleasure. This is an amazing album. Who Made the Sun? Not you. Angel Olsen's Whole New Mess. It wasn't completely abysmal, but just shitty re-recordings of your better album, All Mirrors. I have no idea why you made this. William Basinski, getting real boring. How do you go from sampling black holes in your avant-garde experimental music to looping the same things over and over again? Like, boring. And last but not least, Yukika with Soul Lady. I think that goes nice and snug in low A tier. Actually, I'd rather listen to that than songs. It's a really beautiful K-pop album, and not one that's annoying either. It's very much aware of what it wants to be, and it calls back to like 90s or even 80s really triumphant sounding pop music from Japan or Korea. All right, I think that'll be it then. I'm not putting 6ix9ine on the list, so this is the tier list that I have come up with. Let me scroll out and get a full image here. There you go. Every album I listened to in 2020, right there. That's how we do it, boys.